Hey, what's going on, guys? In this video I'm just gonna be drawing Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and I'm gonna be using my Bic Markers and some of my Prisma colored pencils to go ahead and do this piece. Alright, and as you guys can see, I already have this sketch laid out, and I'm pretty much just gonna ink it. That's the way I normally do my drawings, to make the video slightly shorter. One thing you want to do when you're doing your line work on your sketch is you want to go ahead and vary the thickness of your lines. That's one thing that I noticed that I really like the turnout of it. I do really like how it looks with thicker lines going into thinner lines, and obviously giving it a thicker outline throughout the drawing, or whatever part of the body that might be closer to you. Like in this case is the fist, so I try to make that a little bit thicker on the line. Alright, and on the part for the hair, I did utilize the black Sharpie marker, because my black Bic marker was actually running out. So I did use that one on the hair, and then I used the gray marker for the highlights. Right, and as you guys can tell on the shirt, which Goku's still wearing, even though it's pretty much ripped, I did utilize my orange marker. I layered it to go ahead and do a little bit of shading, and then I did end up using a big red marker to go ahead and add the shadows to have them a little bit more noticeable. And as you guys can tell on the handbands, I did went ahead and started with two shades of blue. One that was a little bit more navy, and the other one I ended up looking a little bit more greenish bluish, which I didn't really like. But that's one thing that you will need to do as you're working on your piece, is you might want to have a second paper to go ahead and have the colors you want to use already tested out on that sheet. But I did want to hit and fix that later by using another marker on top of the one I didn't like. One thing you guys can actually tell is that when I went ahead and worked on the pants of Goku, my gray color was actually running out, so that's why you can see all the streakiness on it. And I tried to go ahead and layer it a second time to see if that would get this streakiness away, which sometimes that helps, but in this case it didn't really do much. So I just went with it and added a darker gray to go ahead and work for the shadows. Now for the fur on his chest and arms, I did only had one red that came with my Bic marker set, and that one was already running out, so I did end up having to utilize my Sharpie marker to go ahead and give it a nice rich deep red tone. I did layer it multiple times to go ahead and make sure that one part was lighter, the shaded parts were a lot darker, so I did pass it quite a handful of times, and that's what you're gonna end up doing if you don't have different tones of red, to go ahead and make sure that your piece doesn't just look flat and you can still give it some tone of shading and lighting in the light areas. One thing I also did, which I forgot to do in the video, is I did utilize a white and an orangey red Prisma color marker to go ahead and give it a little bit more of a highlight in certain areas. And for the eyes, the Lemon Bliss Bic Markers, see if you can get this in focus right here, right there. So that's what I utilized for the eyes, since on the reference I got for Goku, his eyes were yellow. And then for the reddish brownish part underneath the eye that connects to the eyebrow, I utilized a red Bic marker and then the black Sharpie marker for the eyebrows as well. Alright, and for the skin, I did utilize about 4 different pencils. I utilized the light peach, the light brown, and the sienna brown. Peach and light peach were for the lighter areas, and the sienna and woodsy brown were for the more shaded areas. Alright, well, this is the video. I do hope you guys liked it. If you did, feel free to give it a like, share my video, and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Alright, I'm out. Thank you.